Welcome to Crafty Little Beach. This is Julie. Today I have a Dollar Tree DIY for you. For this DIY, we're going to use these new spring plates this year. Aren't they so beautiful? I picked up a dinner plate and a salad plate, and we're going to make a little tiered tray using one of their candle holders. I picked up a pink one, so I don't even have to paint it. I think it's perfect for a spring tiered tray. So I'm simply going to remove the tags from the bottom of these. I love this pattern. I think it's so pretty. You could also use this as a dessert stand, and you could even put a pedestal on the bottom of it if you want. I want mine to be a tier tray, so I'm just going to do the large plate on the bottom, the smaller plate on top. And this is going to be the perfect little tier tray for my kitchen for spring. And the fact that it's plates really kind of goes with the theme as well. The flowers are towards the outside, so you'll be able to see some of them peeking out. To attach it, I need a really strong glue. So you're going to want to use like an E6000 or a Gorilla Glue. I'm just going to go here on the outer edge where it is going to make the most contact with the plate underneath, and then a little bit of hot glue on the inner ring so I can have some short-term hold, but I don't really want to mix the two kinds of glue together. And I stick that right in the center of my dinner plate, right side up for the candle holder, and that's going to provide a great foundation for the top of the tier tray. Again, I use the Gorilla Glue here along the edges where it's going to make the most contact with the plate above. And this time I used some of the Dollar Tree double-sided tape. I thought I would probably need to stack two pieces, but that ended up being a little too thick because when I put my plate on there, it seemed to make contact with the double-sided tape, but not really with my Gorilla Glue. So I'm going to peel that off. I am going to use the double-sided tape. That is a great way to temporarily keep it on there, but this time I'm only going to do one layer and then add a little hot glue to that as well. And then sit it back on here. The Gorilla Glue is really going to help hold this together. And we have a tier tray. Wasn't that so easy? And it's so beautiful for spring. I don't want anything on the bottom. I want it to be flat so it's nice and stable. But I think it is ready to decorate. For a little bit of filler and to cover up some of the words on that top plate, I'm going to use just some reindeer moss, and I'm going to decorate the top of it first, just a few pieces here scattered around, and we can add our DIYs and finds to this. The first one's going to be a DIY. I found this great little birdhouse at the dollar spot at Target. It was only $1, but it's already painted pink. It's a little mini birdhouse, so I think it's going to be perfect. I'm going to combine it with a Dollar Tree wood slice ornament and one of their wood stems to make a standing birdhouse to give it a little bit more character. I just attached the wood stem to the wood slice with a little bit of hot glue, and I'm going to glue this right on top. Now you could do this with the Dollar Tree birdhouses. They are a little bit larger though, and I love the pink and white stripes on the roof of this. I think it's really cute. I attach it with hot glue, and then to decorate it, I'm using a little of the reindeer moss and attaching that to the wood slice. It covers up the ornament hanger, but I don't want to cover up the entire thing. I want some of the wood showing through. So I think this piece is ready to go. Super easy. And it's nice and tall, so I can put it here on the top of my tier tray, right here in front. So cute. It goes with my bird theme today. And I'm going to do a bird theme for the top of this tier tray. And see how the flowers like slightly peek out? The next item for our spring tier tray is a little bird's nest with some eggs in it. I think I got this maybe at TJ Maxx one time, like with a 3-pack or something, but I use it for my spring decor and for Easter. I think it's perfect. You could recreate it. I showed you how to make a Dollar Tree nest. Now for the next item, I got this little bird at the Target dollar spot. It's a little blue bird. It's ceramic. It's painted. It's perfect. And that's going to go great here on the tier tray. I'm going to put it behind the bird's nest a little bit lower, but you can still see it peeking through right about there. And then for a little bit more filler, I'm going to use some of the Dollar Tree little foam flowers. So these are the light pink little foam flowers from the crafter square. I'm going to like scatter some of these around, not too much. They're pretty pink. You could also use some real flowers for that as long as they're kind of small. And maybe a little bit more moss to fill out the top tier. For the bottom tier, I wanted to do more of a gardening theme. So I'm going to scatter a little bit more of the reindeer moss down here to get us started. And the first thing I'm going to use is a little frog. A frog could be found in a garden, right? This little guy's laying down, and I love the way that they have these this year. They're painted so nice. I'm going to have him laying down here in the back of my spring tier tray, peeking out a little bit on the side. And let's get some light down here as well so you can see. The next item I found is a little pair of garden rain boots that I got at the Target dollar spot for $1. I think I got them there a couple of years ago, but they're always great for a tier tray. I'm going to put mine over on the side. The next item is just a couple of flower seeds that I got at Dollar Tree, some spring flowers. I thought that would go fun with the gardening theme down here. I'm going to use them as decor, and then later I can plant them. So I just piled them on like that. Some morning glories on top for a little pop of color. The next item we're going to use to decorate it is one of the little watering cans. This was a yardstick that I got at Dollar Tree. I just removed the metal yardstick from the bottom, and now we have a little watering can that is just the right size. I also have some of the little wood mini flower pots from the Dollar Tree, and I thought I would just scatter a couple of these on there. I'm not going to paint them or anything, but I thought it would go nice with the gardening theme down here just to kind of toss a few of these around. I think they look a little bit better in the moss. I'm going to toss a couple of them over here next to the little rain boots. And then we only have room for maybe one more thing on the bottom tier. I'm going to use these pink and white spring flowers I found from Dollar Tree. They match the pink and white stripe on the birdhouse on the top, and I think it ties it all together. I'm going to put it right here in front, and then maybe turn this little guy around so you can see it a little bit better, a little watering can. And isn't this a cute little spring tier tray for my kitchen? It was so easy to do. Really, everything was already made except for the little birdhouse. We added a little bit more fun to, and we DIY'd the tier tray. Super fun. I love birds for spring. I think it's so pretty, and those plates are gorgeous. I think they make the perfect tier tray. Now, again, you could boost it up a little bit if you were going to make yours into like maybe a cupcake tower or a food display of some kind. But I like it just like this with the one candlestick in between. It's nice and easy, and the candlestick is tall enough where I was able to decorate the bottom tier as well. Isn't that so cute?